When it comes to making beautiful sports cars, Aston Martin is one of the best. But what happens when a luxury sport car company branches out and builds a hypercar? Well, the Valkyrie is what happens. This is Aston's $3 million super exclusive V12 hybrid hypercar. Off the bat, there is one problem with the Valkyrie. James Bond wouldn't really be a well-hidden spy in a 1 of 150 super rare, unbelievably expensive hypercar. He would stick out like a sore thumb if he arrived in this. And if he crashed it, the entire MI6 would go bankrupt. But I do think Aston Martin have clients outside of the British intelligence agency. So let's start with design. The Valkyrie to me looks like a legit race car. I mean, if you take a look at it from behind, it doesn't seem like a car that is designed to be pretty, rather a car that is designed to be as aerodynamic as possible. Look, I'm not saying it's ugly. I personally kind of like it, but it does look more like an LMP race car than a road-going hypercar, in my opinion. But since this is Aston Martin's first hypercar, what powers it? What did they decide to put in her? That sounds dirty. Well, she is powered by a hybrid system, which consists of a very special 6.5 litre V12 and an electric motor. The V12 will rev to 11,400 RPM and weighs less than 500 pounds, while producing a whopping 1,000 horsepower. This 1,000 horses are directed to the rear wheels via a 7-speed automatic gearbox. The car then also features an electric motor that adds an extra 160 horsepower to said 1,000 horsepower. So the sum total is 1,160 horses. And this is going to be one of the craziest cars on the road when it gets released. Now you might say, well, the Chiron makes like 1,578 horsepower. So how can the Aston Martin compare when it's only got 1,000? Ooh. Well, the Chiron weighs 2 tons and makes 1,580 horsepower, which equates to like 790 horsepower per ton. Which is a crazy number, don't get me wrong, that's like a lot of power per ton. But here is the thing, the Valkyrie only weighs 1.1 tons, so she makes over 1,000 horsepower per ton. Imagine how that thing's going to feel, and the acceleration is going to be on the next level. And since it's not an all-electric, it's going to sound good too. I'm so excited. Sorry, that sound you just heard, that was me jumping around on my chair because I'm so excited. Anyways, the Valkyrie will be street legal, and there will be 150 street legal Valkyries produced. But Aston will also make a track-only AMR version that will cost even more, and you won't be able to drive it on any road, so it's track-only. But she'll only weigh 1,050 kilograms, so 50 kgs lighter than the street legal one. Aston Martin also claims that she will be able to produce more than double her weight in downforce. So just imagine the track performance. Now before we move on to the interior, I just want to quickly blow your mind. Earth has some stupidly rich people. All 150 units of the Valkyrie is already sold out at 3 million a piece. And all of the Valkyrie AMRs are sold out at 3.5 million per car. So who are all of these people? Where do I find them, and who do I have to marry to get in on this? I digress, sorry, my mind is a very busy place. Anyways, interior. The interior of the Valkyrie doesn't look very inviting. The seats look hard and uncomfortable, which is a flaw, and let me elaborate. Yes, it's a race car, so comfort isn't really a priority. But let me ask you this. How many of the people that can afford this car have back problems? I'm guessing most of the guys and girls that are rich enough for a Valkyrie are kind of old and are just not built for 1,000+ horsepower street legal race car. Because face it, most like young people aren't gonna have $3 million to spend on a car. Let's talk features, because I mean, a car that costs like 3 million should have some features. So stock, you get a 4-point harness. Yay. And if that's not enough, you can add an extra 2 harnesses. So you can opt for a 6-point harness. Just look at the safety belt. Does that look comfortable to you? All of that crap is going to go around your body. So when you go to the store in your $3 million hypercar, you're going to have to get all of that shit off. And when you get back in the car, you're going to have to clip each one of those 6 back in again. Doesn't that sound like a dream to you? Because I think it sounds amazing. Now you don't have any gauge clusters, instead all the information will be shown on the steering wheel. So you see your rev counter, your wheel speed and your gear all on the steering wheel, which is good because you don't want distractions when you're going like fast in the corners and everything is straight in front of you, you don't have to look for it. That's good. Another cool feature is the wheel is detachable to help with entry and exit of the vehicle. This is legit just a race car. Let's all just be honest. This is a race car. I don't think the people that are gonna buy it are even gonna drive the cars. They're just gonna stand in the garage, and all of this development is not gonna even be used, and it actually pees me off a little bit. So my conclusion with this car is that I think the Valkyrie is one of the coolest hypercars in the near future. It will have a V12 that revs to over 11,000 RPM. It weighs nothing, and it's designed to be basically a race car that you can buy if you have stupid amounts of money. I just hope they get used. I really hope at least some of the 150 makes it to a track on a semi-frequent basis, and that they're not just going to be garage ponies that just stand and collect dust. But let me know what you think of the Valkyrie. Do you like it? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think a 6-point harness is what every car needs? I know it does serve a function, don't get me wrong. Like in a car that's going to produce that amount of downforce, you need a 6-point harness. My point is, the people that are going to buy it aren't going to like it. They're not going to like a 6. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're like 50 years old, you don't want to struggle. You want your life to be easier, not more effort. Yeah. But let me know what you think. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I've got more videos on cars that aren't out yet. I've got videos on cars that are out. I've got reviews. I've got motorcycle content. I've got a build series. I've got a lot of shit. Just go through it and see if there's anything you like. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers.